Okay, this is a video for one of my customers. I'm basically showing the layout of his harness. Basically he's running panniers and he's running forest packs and creating a 24S 3P pack. So there will be 6 sections on this harness, 3 sections on each side with a cable joining the packs. Joining the pack halves between the 2 panniers. So right down here we have basically 3 plugs that will plug into the 3 4S packs, and then it goes up to a bullet that series the connection to the next pack. Same thing happens up here to the next pack. Then we have this long cable, which basically this will exit out the back of the pannier and goes over the rack to the other half, and the same thing happens on the other side. You have the positive coming out of the left pannier, and you have the negative coming out the right pannier. There's an actual connection right here also. So these can remain on the pack. This little thing right here, this can remain on the pack at all times, and you'll just make your series connections by, you know, red to black, all the way around till you got them all seriesed up. And then, like I said, this is the controller cable. It basically sits in between your packs and your controller up at the other end. So, you know, you plug out your series, all of this stuff that goes over the rack, do all of that stuff. And so you have these 2 cables right here. You plug those in, and then it goes to the controller. I tried to keep this as short as possible, but it's one of those things, sometimes you'll rather have something too long and too short. I helped you out on these and made these as short as possible. This should work out pretty good, but you know, the controller cable is best that I make that long for whatever reason. You can always tuck the excess back in your pannier. So actually, you have all of this. You said your controller came up to the pannier, so you really didn't need a long cable. All of this can be tucked off in the pannier, and you can just have the, you know, the last bit sticking out. As far as what's going on up here, there's another video that basically refers to the Precharge section. I'll give you a link for that, or you can look at my for sale thread, and it will have a it'll have a video explaining how the Precharge works. Up next, I'll show you how to hook all of these up for charging while the packs are still on the bike and the panniers. I made you a custom charge cable that will reach down in the bags and connect to all of these packs, and it's long enough to go to your iCharger. You know, like I said, you set it on top of the pannier or your rear rack and just run the leads down. So that's what I'll show you next. Okay, basically what we have here is the layout of your charge scenario if you're bulk charging with the packs on the bike. Basically, like I said, you still have your 2 pannier halves, like 3 packs sections on this side, 3 pack sections on that. These, like I said, these will remain on the packs at all times. Your charge cable has basically 6 red connections and 6 black connections. They're 2 feet from the packs to the parallel joint, and then 1 foot from the parallel joint up to the bullets that plug into the charger. So like I said, those leads are long enough to reach down in the bag, and if you had like your charger sitting on top of the rack, or even like on a table off to the side somewhere, That's 3 feet of cable that should, like I said, should be long enough to reach the packs when you plug them in, and it should reach the packs to where they plug in and reach over to somewhere else, wherever your charger is. And just remember, it's very simple. Just red to red, black to black, and do that for all of them. Since you put them all in parallel, there's like no specific order. The only thing that I did was, you see, if you remember how the discharge setup was, all I did was just break the connections in between the sections and plugged in the cables to the appropriate colors. So it's very simple, very straightforward, and you shouldn't have any problems using this setup for charging on the bike.